Scorpio, welcome to your reading. This is Soul Tribe Tarot. I hope you're doing amazingly well. I trust this video will find those it needs to. So we start the week, this is for your week ahead, on the 29th of June with the Mercury retrograde. Yes, guys, love it or hate it, it's here again. It comes around 3 to 4 times a year, depending upon the year, and it will go through to about the 19th of July, okay? So it's about a 3-week period. We're being asked here to just look at things again, and with your pre-shuffle of your oracle cards, my eye is like really twitching. Someone could be having issues with their eye. Okay, someone could also be on your mind. You could be watching someone. Someone could be watching you. I was going to say, like, it's a really good time to reassess, reevaluate, re-look at things. For a lot of you, you may be rescheduling something, I'm hearing, Scorpio. If you don't want to go there, Spirit's saying you don't have to go there, okay? I feel a very licking the wounds energy here, or a disappointment for you, or a feeling you've been through a lot of emotional disappointment. And you're still processing. There's a processing of information this week, and it's really important to be gentle on yourself, okay? We've got the full moon on the 30th of June. We'll look at something there with the surrender cards shortly. I'm going to pull a few cards. We're also going to be using, towards the end of the reading, some of these cute little tea leaf oracles that I know you guys love me to use. Okay, so Scorpio, let's have a look. You have the Empress in the upright. Okay, there's been a period where you're really trapped in like some sort of mental prison. Something could have been going round and round in your mind. You're not figuring it out. You may still needing to be processing this information. So a good thing is here to write a list or jot things down. Figure out what you can release from your mind and what you still need to process. And of course, we've got the Mercury retrograde, so it's a great time to sort of do this processing and some form of healing, okay? Don't go too deep within in a Mercury retrograde. It's very practical, surface level stuff, I want to say with you. I mean, you can go a little, because you've got a lot of nostalgic energy, thinking about the past in your cards. 222, as I said that. So Spirit's asking you not to dwell too much on the past. There's a need to acknowledge that everything happened for a reason, and everything happened according to your own soul plan and soul journey that you signed up for basically before you came. But we are like faced with issues that Spirit, it doesn't test us, but it's almost like your higher self testing how you can handle certain things. And you're moving on mentally from something, but Spirit's asking you to be patient and gentle on yourself. And don't suffer in silence, okay? You may feel like you're not in tune with your higher self right now, so ask your spirit guides for help. Ask them for support with that, okay? But I think you will be coming out of a time where you're been in that mental prison and been going over and over things in your mind. And this is definitely a week to get very gentle with yourself and put a lot of self-care in, whether it's through sleep, through buying something nice, 333 on the screen, going out with a friend, or anything like that, okay? I'm not saying the mental conflict here is over, Scorpio. It's a slow, patient way of needing to still process something here, okay? So be kind to yourself. Right, let's see what else we have for Scorpio in regards to this. What else does Scorpio need to know for this week ahead? I want to say make sure you're eating well and eating correctly. I just like had a bit of a vertigo moment there where I just was like, whoa, a little dizzy. So definitely go and see your GP or whatever, okay, if you need to. One of your cards has come out. It came out in the reverse. It's the Tower energy. Okay, so this is feeling trapped in mind, trapped in body. Okay, it did come out in the reverse. So that could mean you're avoiding a tower or you're avoiding something big, right? So just be gentle with yourself. Why is the Tower in reverse? Why is the Tower in reverse for Scorpio? What's going on here? Ooh. This is definitely about a breakdown of a connection with a person. You've got the Lovers in the reverse. Right. This is an obstacle. So I feel like it can be romantic, it can be with a parent, it can be with a sibling, it can be with a friend, it can be with a co-worker. It doesn't have to be a lover just because the Lover's card is here. So you're avoiding possibly going towards someone or talking to someone about something. You're not ready, and that's fine, Scorpio. Something is an obstacle or a challenge, or you need to get through some sort of obstacle in your own mind where you want to be able to approach a person, and it may be happening this week, Scorpio, because this is a reading for this week, and get over that obstacle, get over that challenge. Okay. But you want to be patient. You just want to plan and be patient and sort of see how this is going to play out for some of you. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, third eye in reverse. So you are feeling very imbalanced or unbalanced right now. Like you've got a challenge to overcome with someone, and you're not knowing what's best for yourself at a spiritual level and at a physical level, to either go towards this person or away from this person. 6-6 on the screen. That is the 6th chakra as well. What else do we have for Scorpio? Because you love them. Because you love them. And Spirit's saying like these things are set to challenge us. The experiences we go through in our lives, the experiences alone and experiences with other people. You love them, okay? And that's why it's so hard. Okay, you got the 4, the Emperor in the reverse, Aries energy. So it's a bit of a tough week for you, Scorpio. I wouldn't make any major decisions. I would just be knowing how you feel, trying to figure out how you feel. Like have a third eye meditation. Try and tap into what your inner self is telling you. Definitely get in touch with your angels. Pray. Ask for signs. Okay. Ask for synchronicities, ask for things. We'll see what the oracles say shortly, because it may, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune on the side. So it's like, should I go back to this person, back to this situation, or go forward in my life? So yeah, and then that 6 of Cups in the reverse again. So Spirit's saying not to dwell too much on this, because while you're dwelling too much and it's going round and round, you're not accomplishing anything. So usually, Spirit's showing me the Rider-Waite Smith deck. Usually like a good distraction right now, if you're not ready to process something emotionally, would be to distract yourself and focus on something else, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune came out like this, and there's a card here that I haven't seen. Yeah, Spirit's saying maybe it's not time to make these changes, especially with this person just yet, okay? You may want to go into hermit mode. You've got the Hermit card. You've also got the Moon energy. You've got that full moon. And, where you still need to, especially if you've got mental conflict about a person, where you still need to process some deep emotions, okay, to get into balance. And there is positive movement forward coming in for you. It may not be this week, Scorpio, but it is coming in July. Let's just pull a Rider-Waite Smith card. Okay, let's see what's here for you, Scorpio. Yeah, distract yourself. Spirit's saying distract yourself, go and have fun. Right, so friendships will be very important. Those around you, your partner, whoever, okay? Whoever is not the person you're thinking about, basically. All right, so we have from the Wisdom of the Oracle, to co-create with Spirit. There is an unfinished business here, like we've just been talking about, and Spirit's saying it's not time to act just yet. It's time to clean up your mind, your environment, your space, your energy, protection, so that you can make some sort of decision, and you've got the round and round. So instead of processing something again and again and again, there is a need to distract yourself. Happiness and abundance is coming in regards to the relationship we're talking about, whether it's walking away from it or going towards that person. And that's for the future. I don't think it's for that this week. This week, I would be very kind and gentle to thyself. So we've got the Empress card for you in the beginning. Claiming your independence, okay, and taking the lead. This could be in a situation at work. You've got the Mercury retrograde energy here with the Bat Spirit is in reverse. So Spirit's saying it's time to just reevaluate things, your emotions, how you feel about situations or this particular person, if that's your story, but not necessarily like act on something just yet, okay? It is a time to start believing in yourself and it says give with gratitude and grace. And then we've got another card that says it's a lucky time for you. So I think your happiness and luck and fulfillment this week will be in your friendships and will be in like being kind to yourself. 1010 on the screen. There is a period of power or stepping into your power coming up. Spirit's asking you to ask Archangel Michael for protection and ask your spirit guides for signs, all right? And be very attentive with what you want, okay? So like you can literally play with this, and it's not testing spirit, but it's amazing how it works. You can ask to see like a swan. Please see a swan if blah, 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 blah. It's a yes or a no. And please, can you help me with that, spirit? And spirit, I'm telling you, it works. I don't know how exactly it works, but maybe we're just super magical and super powerful. All right, you are a Scorpio. So set your intention. You have the soulmate card in the reverse, and it is about a relationship with another person. But Spirit's saying you need to look at your spiritual growth right now. And until that is sort of ready, until you're ready to speak out from a third eye perspective, from your inner essence, okay, then it's not time to do so. But you are stepping into a time of freedom, and there's probably a great deal of healing still required, but it doesn't mean to say this week you have to do it, okay? So this week is definitely a week of having fun, being with friends, looking after yourself, okay? Right, with all that being said, let's pull an angel card out to see what Spirit wants you to know or focus on. What does Spirit want Scorpio to know or to focus on this week? Okay, when it feels right, do it. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we've been saying. When it feels right, go towards this person. When it feels right from a higher perspective, from a higher self perspective. Let's pull some tea leaf oracle, okay? See what's here for you, Scorpio. If they fall face down, I never get them. Spirit knows that, so I will just like see what's here. Be careful with your money. 222 on the screen. Be super careful that you're not like splurging. I mean, I say to like be kind to yourself and to do something nice, but you don't have to spend a lot of money, Scorpio. So just be careful with your finances, okay? You've got romance in the air in the reverse. So Spirit's saying, you know, possibly not a good week if you're single to go, especially if you got all these other stuff, especially if the reading we just did resonated on your mind, then it's probably better to wait, okay? There's a need here to focus on your career and possibly finances. Be careful with your money. You've got the shark card. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So just be very careful with your money. All right, this could be someone else around you too. What else do we have for Scorpio? Money could be tight, things could be difficult. We got the announcement card here. All right. There could be something that you find out later because the announcement card has come out sort of like on the side, okay? It's like there is an announcement, you don't hear about it, and then someone else you know tells you about it after the fact, okay? Remember, what's meant for you will never pass you by, Scorpio, so don't freak out that you didn't get that information first, okay? Seek out the information that will help you if, like, you care about this announcement here. A two-faced friend, that was on the side too. So you may be like having a bit of intuitive hit about someone. If you are like a red flag about someone this week, just like pay attention to that, okay? Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. This was in the reverse. The Spirit really wants you to tap into your higher self, Scorpio, and to pray and ask for signs because you will get those messages, okay? You will get what you need. Did we do the animal spirit? I think we did, yeah. Last part of this for Scorpio. What else do we have for Scorpio? Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, we've got a couple. Yeah, again, the bear spirit, danger in money matters. Be very careful with your money. Be careful where you're putting your purse, your wallet, okay? Be careful you're not overspending. So, you know, be careful you're not signing anything as well. It is Mercury retrograde. We don't sign things in Mercury retrograde, especially finances, loans, any sort of money matters, it's a red flag, okay? I'm saying that we have the flag card. Do not be tempted to lower your standards, either with a person or like with yourself, okay? That's your message. We've got one more card to pull from the Surrender deck, and this is what Spirit wants you to focus on releasing this week. So not an easy week for you, Scorpio. I'm just going to say, I wonder if the other water signs, because I haven't done Cancer, Pisces yet, is going to come out similar to yours, because all the earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, were very, very similar readings, okay? Right. This says surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard, Scorpio. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Take your time with things. Take your time with decisions. Keep your wits about you. Keep up that protection from Archangel Michael. Ask for signs and synchronicities. Take care of you.